Oh, my bad. I was doing my math. So that's 500. I gotta get 500 more dukes. And I can get that tier 4. Now, in my last game, I had to grind to, I think it was like a tier 3. But, once you get a wrench, once I get a wrench, I call it a game changer. Because I'm able to wrench down stuff, and I need to get my what do you call it, my water thing. I wish I could find a red rooster. Get some easy chickens. I was going to get a pie, because the pie would have gave me a lot of food. Would have brought my stats up, but it was like $300. So I'm glad I didn't do that. These books used to sell for like 100 and something. I think they were like 120. So, I used to, get a lot of money, because I usually sell a lot of my books. And, let's get back to the trader. I'm still looking for tree stumps. So I need one more honey. What's up with that? How come the trader isn't highlighted? not trying to get distracted by y'all. You feel me? I don't think they hear me though. You know, I used to complain about not finding big towns on my maps, and I'm not gonna do that no more. Because even when I come across a big town, you know, I hesitate on going in there. And it takes forever for me to try to clear them. There's a greenhouse. I like that greenhouse. My health bar is up. That's why I like that healing factor. Because the more I stay out of trouble, you know, less I get hit on, that type of thing, the more my health will regain. This is Cortland. Bell in Cortland. When I get to the trader. And after I sell some shit, I'm gonna end this episode. Another mod for the light, for the helmet light. Agent Deck Shumpton. And a tree stumps on this side of the trader. No. There's a bird nest. And a duffel bag for the duffel bag boy. That's a reference to Lil Wayne. He has a track called Duffel Bag Boy. It's something like that. I'm not sure. Okay. See, $160 for these schematics. Okay. Shotgun Messiah, Learn just where to hit your targets to maximize damage. Shotguns do 10% more damage. Forge ahead. Workbench. Goldenrod T. Knife guy. Quality 3 bone knife. Okay, got a grip. Trigger.
If you want some fancy good afternoon greeting, go suck up to Trader Joel. Let's get this over with.
So I still need $500.
You cheap ass son of a bitch. That's all you're gonna buy?
Okay, so all I need is $500. I can get that in this day, on day 2, before day 2 ends. You know what I'm saying? I could loot one house, and everything that I get from that house I could sell and get that $500. And I might even get some extra money if I just do a mission. So when we come back, we're gonna do a mission, and we'll get the XP points. Plus we'll get some bonus dukes. I'm pretty sure we'll level up. But hey, hope you enjoyed this this episode. Hope you enjoy this series. Hope you come back to watch more from this series. And I have many playlists from my past experiences in gameplay with 7 Days of Die, from the console to the PC. So check it out, you know what I'm saying? Especially my console games, dealing with Alpha 15, Alpha 16, no, Alpha 15, Alpha 14 type shit. But once again, while you're out and about on the road, stores, all that shit there, remember that COVID still kills and gets people fucked up. So, you know, protect yourself whether you wear a mask or not. Keep your hands clean. You know, keep you some sanitary wipes so you can wipe down, you know, shit before you put your hands on it. Fucking hydrate. You know, I got the light blue Gatorade, I got orange Gatorade, I got one red bottle of Gatorade, I have a few 6-packs of tea, sweet tea, I have a few 6-packs of Essentia water, I got like 3 bottles of Gatorade water. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So as far as hydrate, I'm not going to be a hypocrite on that. You know what I mean? I just got to ask for it. I just got to drink it. But eat well. You know, sometimes it's good to eat 3 meals a day. You know what I'm saying? They're lightweight. You ain't got to, you know, eat for 2 or eat for 3. You ain't got to get a big ass bowl of this 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? It's all about putting something in your stomach 3 times a day. You know what I mean? Try to eat some fruit. Try to get some yogurt. You know what I mean? I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I like trail mix, you know, the type with the peanut, the M&M, the raisin. That shit's good. And it's good for my bowels. You know what I'm saying? The raisins act like prunes. Um, and the peanuts, you know what I'm saying, give me that peanut butter texture. You know what I'm saying? So helps keep my boo-boo nice and creamy. But anyway, hydrate, eat well, take care of your diet. If you're one of these older gamers like me, we're in our 50s and 60s. You know what I'm saying? We really have to hydrate and eat, and snack. We gotta get our sleep in. So we gotta nap at least twice during the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer that, this is one of my isms. There's 24 hours in a day. I'm not gonna say, the truth of what they talking about as far as having like 25 hours in a day or whatever the fuck. We got 24 hours in a day. The question is, what are we gonna do with those hours? Me, I be feeling like, man, I'm missing out on something. It's like when it comes down to playing this game. Like this time in the morning is cool. You know what I'm saying? I take my meds, and I can get a couple hours at least before, other people start waking up and getting on their cold lights. You know what I mean? And then like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning is good timing and it's kind of quiet. But other than that, I'm constantly having to wait because there's noises in the background. Everybody's active. But anyway, I want to try to produce more game footage. I've been slacking. Shameless plug, I got 2 other channels. If you're into, checking out beautiful women, well, I got a channel for that. It's called Podrey. And I need to go ahead and change it to like Padre's Idea of Beauty. Boom, that's it. I'm gonna change that title today. Change my channel name today. And it's just that, I have my idea of what beauty is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it may be a little silicone in the butt or in the breast. It might be a little something like that. Depends on, how real it looks, how soft it looks, how much of it jiggles, things like that. But if it's like rock hard type shit, I don't like that. If there's no give to the skin, I don't like that. Breasts be all shiny and plastic looking, same thing with butt. And then, if there's no baby fat on the stomach, I'm like, I'm kind of iffy about that. But still, my idea of beauty may be different from a lot of other people, or it may be the same with some. But I hope you get curious and check it out. If you're married, get your wife and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, let's check out what Padre thinks beauty is. You know what I'm saying? Because I like thin women, I like petite women, I like athletic built women, and I like thick and curvy women. You know what I'm saying? I really like the girl next door type of look. The girl who's got some body, some physique, but she, kind of hides it. You know what I'm saying? She's more comfortable in baggy clothes. You know what I mean? I like that look. A lot of ladies, they wear leggings and, they just put their body out there for everybody to see. And I'm like, if you're going to wear some lingerie, you know what I'm saying, let's save that for the bedroom. Let's say that when we just chilling around the house, playing games and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, it's like, that was my fantasy, to get with a badass looking female. When I say bad, I'm not talking about, I'm talking about, a gorgeous fucking female. I had one, but it was after my disability. She was cold with it. She had a type of booty where she laid on the floor, and when she giggled, her cheeks jiggled. And I thought that was so sexy. I thought it was sexy as fuck. And it made me feel good that she felt good in life to where she finds stuff to giggle about, you know what I mean? When I met her, she told me that she had some issues and, some real serious matters going on in life. And whenever I saw her giggling and smiling, I was like, man, that makes her even more beautiful, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, my idea of beauty is a little bit different, but it's not bad. And then I have another channel where I'm sitting there talking my shit. Motivation, inspiration, self-awareness, growth. Trying to plant a seed into the mind of someone who's watching my video so that way it can sprout into something beautiful. Some knowledge, some wit. You know what I'm saying? Because all I'm asking a person to do is to question everything that I'm saying, do their own research on the things that I'm talking about, and to form their own opinion. That's the greatest seeds that I can plant. You know what I'm saying? No matter what I'm talking about, that's not the purpose. The purpose is so that a person does some thinking. You know what I'm saying? They do some researching, and they do some more thinking. And then they share their thought with other people. Share their opinion with other people. You know what I'm saying? Share your opinions and thoughts with me. Leave me comments. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. I don't get that many views. I'm not saying that because I'm pandering. Not pandering, but I can't think of the definition, so I'm not going to use that word. I'm not begging for y'all to I'm not talking out the side of my neck. So that way, you will be like, oh, I'll go watch you. No, that's not it. I'm just telling the truth. The fact is, I don't get a lot of views. You know what I'm saying? I've picked up a nice consistency nowadays. I've been getting at least 5 to 15 views on a video. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Folks are fucking with me, and that's cool. I appreciate that. And whenever, someone's watching my gameplay, I'm happy with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's 1, 2, or 3 people. I'm happy with that. So if you're watching this now, thank you for putting a smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? I like to know who you are, so I can give you some shout outs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Leave me a comment and things. I need to do a big shout out because I haven't done one in several months. But still, let me get off of here, man. I'm just rambling. Like I said, if I was live streaming, you know what I'm saying, I would be looking at the chat and I would be talking back and forth with y'all. And I would still be talking the same shit. But, y'all might be responding. You know what I mean? Like, preach, brother. Yeah, hell yeah, I think that same way too. And I'll be like, what else do you think about? You know what I'm saying? Expound on that. Add on to what we're talking about. Let's talk. Let's have some convo. Let's converse. Let's have some dialogue. Let's have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But until that day comes, I want you to have a good day. I want you to have a good night. I want you to have a good morning. Peace.
Give them prayer hands, say what's up America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica. Shout out to my